Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, guys. So yesterday we've got the very important decision from the Fed. In general, it corresponds to our expectations. So as we said, it should be one rate cut for the 25 basis points. Mostly it will be the compromise with the markets, as the Fed should change their rhetoric in a more hawkish policy. And in general, that has happened. Although Jerome Powell said two important moments. First, he said that this is not the new rate cuts cycle. So he definitely said that. And second, he said that this is the quote. So I'm not telling that this is the final and the last rate cut. So he has given the hint that maybe another rate cut could follow in this year. But in general, this was widely expected and has no impact on the market, because if he would say that it will be 3 rate cut or more, then it will be really dovish policy. But 1-2 rate cuts, this was already priced in, mostly because by the expectations, market has expected approximately 30% of the 3 rate cuts in this year. So the 2 rate cuts, it's already have been mostly priced in. I think that 70-80% already was priced in. So the major results of this meeting were yet to be analyzed in our weekly report. So it's a very important decision, and we should think about long-lasting effect on the markets, how it will turn and what impact will be. I think that all other investors will do the same with this weekend. They will think, they will sleep with this idea, sleep with this new information, because this is really should shape the change the shape of the markets in the longer term perspective. Also, guys, just to finish the topic of the central banks, today we also will get the Bank of England rate decision, and don't forget about this trading setup that we discussed yesterday on the 4-hour time frame chart. On the this is the gold market. Here is the cable. On the 4-hour chart, we have the potential double repo, because as you can see on the British pound, it was not significant reaction, because market already was depressed very strong at the eve of the Fed statement. And today will be a Bank of England report, and just take a look, because market stands on the reversal on daily and weekly. On the daily, it also stands on extensions. Here is 127 extension of this retracement, and just keep an eye on, maybe this will work, who knows. But currently our attention stands on the EUR. What we have on the EUR, as I said, longer term perspective we still need to analyze and see what will happen. But in the shorter term, we could say two things. First of all, market has completed our OP and stands currently even slightly below it. So market strongly stands below the low. So this was not the wash and rinse. This was not some fake breakout, but it was real breakout. The market stands below these lows. This is very important. It means that this is real breakout of the major 618 support on the weekly and monthly chart. So actually, from this area right to the bottoms around parity, we do not have any significant fib levels. So this is very important. Second, standard standing below these lows and reaching the OP suggests that market in the shorter term perspective could continue action to the XOP. XOP stands in 109.30 area. So hardly it will happen this week, as you understand, because besides daily reversal that's relatively close. This is around 110 area. But within perspective of the next week, maybe 1-2 weeks, the XOP 109.30, this will be the next destination point that we will keep an eye on. Currently, also market stands at 127 extension of this swing up. From this lows to this tops, 127 extension. You could here even could imagine the butterfly pattern. So we also discussed this moment. 1618 extension of the butterfly coincides with XOP. So that's also important. Another thing that I would like to show you is the dollar index. So take a look at this unstoppable rally on the dollar index, it stands a bit different compared to the every currency. So OP has been hit, and it was really very fast and strong. So this furious upward action that also suggests that the market is coming to the XOP target of our hand shoulders. So using the classical approach to estimating the ultimate target of the hand shoulders, is just distance from the bottom of the head right to the neckline, counted in the direction of the breakout, or you could even from this area could count it. So you can see market should proceed slightly higher, 90, 99, 99, 10 area approximately. So the destination point here. The same as on the euro currency. So approximately XOP stands at the same distance as the classical approach. Currently at this point, guys, we do not have any patterns yet that you could keep an eye on. For example, on the 4-hour time frame chart, you could take a look only on the levels. So here we have the channel. It's been broken down. Levels we have first that we could keep an eye on. It's possible pullback if it will happen. It's 111.10. This is a significant level because this, you can see, will be confluence on the 4-hour time frame chart, and take a look at its previous levels actually. So they could be retested by the market. If market will form here a kind of the Gartley steeple to sell or something of that sort, we could keep an eye on possible downside action. Also, we could imagine some kind of the butterflies. 1618 butterfly has been completed here, but I suggest that's more reliable as just an idea of the daily result here and support of the more extended butterfly on the daily chart. Maybe market could show some pullback, some reaction on this target. If it will, we could use it for watching for bearish patterns and use it for taking the short position. Also, guys, take a look at how our setup with the highway pattern works. So it was pretty nice. And stop entry orders shown as a good tool. Indeed, if you have placed a stop order here, right at the bottom of the highway pattern, once it will be triggered, you will be in at a good price, and potential trade was about 100 pips, so not bad trade in general. So we also should remind about the stop entry orders, because sometimes when you do not have any other tools, you do not have clear patterns, they could help us to make a trade in a situation where you can't apply some different tools. So that's what we see right now on the euro. In the weekend, we trying to dig a bit deeper the Fed decision, what really it could bring to the markets in the nearest term. I hope that maybe Fed Consulting also will write something about it, because this is really very decisive moment for markets. But currently, in the shorter term, we think that the bearish context still holds, and next destination point will be 109.30.